Okay, explain that again.
Alright, so I think what you need to do is cut this off, so that you retain this shape for the O-ring, and that fits in there nicely, provides the seal.
Stick a plate onto that, thick enough that can take that. Lovely.
Also, just run in through here with a Dremel.
Open it up so the airflow can get through.
Airflow can get through, and then you, like I was saying, you really only have to now decide how long you want this. And that because the shorter that is, the more cavity you have for the BBs to feed into there, right? And
the least amount of space does that also mean that the pressure will be more?
No,
doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Okay,
because your pressure's coming from your bottle and your light.
Okay.
Right. So here's the inside for our high cap AEG. Now, none of this will be used.
No. So from here?
Yeah.
Up.
Well, none of that.
Okay.
Right. So none of that and none of that. So you would cut that off.
Yes.
Right. Also, this here, we could cut this off here, here, or wherever. But and obviously that sits down inside there, and so push. Now, also when we've made this and this is in, now we slip this down into here, and what we do now is decide
where we want to chop that
off. Where we want to chop that off, because we have to marry this up with that somewhere. Okay. Cool. But it will come in nice. Doesn't have to. Essentially, this side that has the gas and the HPA winder is only a receptacle for the BBs on the side with the other mag. Right. So it's good to have capacity in here, but it's not
essential.
Not essential, no, because your BBs are really coming from this side. And so if you have a so this is the other alternative. Is well, actually, let me finish with this one. So I've brought you this spare barrel that I have. Because if you have a look at this. So this is a mag of a pistol that I've HPA'd, right?
Yes.
So obviously we get rid of all the internals, which you do in this piece here. You don't need any of that anymore.
No.
And you can see it's all gone from here. So when I put this mag on here, like that, right? And now that tube, so this tube, goes in there like that. Right, and that little bit of plastic there, that fits nicely into there. And so when it's all in the housing, we have a free run for the BBs all the way up. Right. So essentially, what you do is when you've got everything ready, you now decide where you want to cut this, where you want to cut that, and put a tube like that between the two. Okay. And now you've got a free feed. When I say
your feeder and your
when I say free, I mean it runs freely. It runs nicely, right?
Like there's no spring bloody holding it back, or
I don't know where I got this aluminium from. But when I did this one here, I just got some gun barrel. And I just fucking fold it down. It took fucking ages, right? But if you've got a mate with a lathe, lathe it down on the outside to be basically as thin as possible. Right. And that way it's as small as possible when you go up that way. Because if we need to ream any of this out, we want to only take out the minimum amount. So you see how that's kind of So that's me with a drill, just and going the smallest increments I can upwards, because you don't want to grab it and snap that. Right. So you're making that as practically thin as possible.
Yeah.
So you can see
as thin as I have made it.
Yeah. That's for the hot rubber.
Yes.
But that's how much you can effectively turn it.
So that's a good couple of mil off. You got to mill either side, mill that way, mill that way.
Oh, I suppose it is.
Yeah. What my eyes can see.
Yeah. And so this is the gizmo here that that did that fucking does the business with dropping that down.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what it does, and I don't know why it's there. But I really don't think that we need it.
No. Well, you don't have it on that other one.
No.
It's there.
And one of the reasons I don't think we need it is because we're getting rid of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck it does.
Oh, all I can think of is that it releases the pressure.
Oh no, I know what it is.
What?
It's an automatic lock. So imagine, now, right? This you've put your BBs in.
Yeah.
And this is down there like that.
Yeah.
When your BBs are when your last BB comes up, that travels all the way up.
Yeah.
Which makes this travel all the way up.
And so it tells you your
and it locks it.
Oh, I see.
Because there's no BB left in there, and it tells you that the mag is empty.
There you go.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Yep.
BB's full. This down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Last BB.
Bonk.
Bang. It goes up.
Yep. And your gun locks.
I think it is
open, so you know that it's empty. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And so the basically the interface between this and this is a tube.
The tube,
Right. This locks nicely into the top of here.
Yeah.
This locks nicely into the bottom of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, I'd be tempted to keep this, the business end of it, the business mag that goes into the gun. Try to keep that as short as possible. Because then you're not pushing the BBs way up. And I discovered that with another one that I did. In fact, the reason I did this was because I had a short tube here. And from here, it double stacked.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And
as it would do in a normal gun.
As it would do in a normal gun. And it wasn't feeding nicely.
No.
And so I just thought, well, maybe it's just that little bit of extra weight. And so if I go to single stack instead of double stack, I halve the weight.
And then it also just feeds it nicely.
And it feeds it nicer. And it worked. Right?
That's good.
So, again, I think the tap, you should tap it about there somewhere.
Yeah, just off centre.
Yeah, which gives us a lot of room here, you know, to fuck around with that interface. Then when we've got that made, then and we'll use this, I suppose. Then we cut a hole in the side of here.
Yes.
And the best shape for the hole is probably what I've got on my other one, which is rectangular.
Yes.
And it doesn't need to be any bigger than that. It can be actually smaller than that.
Yeah.
And then cut a hole in this one, which is our carrier.
Yeah.
Now, if you have them even like that, it means that the BBs at the bottom of here will never get into here.
Okay.
Right. So if you wanted to maximise the amount of BBs that you've got, you would sort of have it staggered like that. And that would then mean that this one would stick up on the outside of your gun.
Yes.
And it might not have the look that you want, but it's going to give this more capacity and more nice gravity flow. Right. But that's sort of where you would go. And then to throw a whole curve. Oh, you see that's that tube I showed you that before. Eh?
Yeah.
That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. Now, to just give you another alternative here, what you could do is when you've made this and you've got it in the top of that, you can actually do exactly what I've done here and put this in here like that.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Right, so you could have that drum mag underneath rather than the mag off to the side. It's not... don't use those bits. Not that you probably need them. This would be not so much a better way to do it, but it might be the look that you want. And in some ways it could actually be easier, but what you need to do, if you and this is a Scorpion mag, right? You could use any M4 mag, drum windy mag, but it's making this here. This is quite fiddly. But it's not. It's hard. It's fiddly, but not difficult. You just have to make it sort of strong enough. And you see these pins here. They punch out nicely. And I've just replaced them with a longer pin. Right. And that works. That works really well. So I really only brought that as an example. But also just to show you that it's that simple. It's that simple. And no matter which way you do this, I mean, we will still do it together, right? But you get the bits done. No matter which way you do that, you're still going to need that tube along the line somewhere. And that's about it, really. So basically, these two bits here, they don't. If that was the length that you were after, you don't have to cut that there and cut that there so that it's all bang on. It can be a distance apart.
I see.
Doesn't matter because you're bridging that gap with that tube. Right. So that's why I think that this will actually be quite a simple way to do it. The difficulty is going to be making this nice. And getting that, making sure that airflow gets through.
I don't think that's going to be difficult at all. Actually, I've done fiddlier stuff for the fucking motorbike. On alloy.
The only reason I'm thinking it might be fiddly is because you really don't know the nature of the quality of what that is.
Oh, mate, the bloody casing, the aluminium casings on the motorbikes of the 80s, it was shit.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like honeycomb. Every time you went to do something, it just imploded. It like sinkhole. It went. It was like crazy. So what I had to do was I run around and then get some more filler wire and actually go around the second time because it was shit. I was astounded at how crap the alloy was.
And so before you did this, you would want to decide whether you were going to do the drum maggy thing or do this maggy thing, because part of the modification of this would be making the housing like that housing to take the drum mag.
I think I'm pretty set on this. I mean, and I don't really care how long that mag is, but I mean, shit. No, I think I'll go this that one.
And then obviously just tigging. This is going to be the one that needs to be the accurate one, right? Because we can cut that off anywhere. You're pretty much going to make that as flat as you can or as short as you can. We can cut this off. We can cut. In fact, we would cut this last. We would cut that last and that last because you've made this now. You've made the length of this now. And
now you want to marry that up to see how it's going to fit in there. And
like I say, it's going to fit nice. This comes out. Are they slightly?
I thought one was slightly larger than the other. That is that one.
I know.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're going to do.
Well,
actually, I thought that one was the bigger one. I thought. No.
Yeah,
no,
this is.
Maybe that's the bigger one.
What I'm sort of doing here is, because when this is made, you're going to have to slip this down and then into this bottom one.
Yeah.
It looks to me like all you'd need to do
trim those things.
Yeah, just a whisker,
Yeah.
Just a whisker.
Yep.
And that will still. It's not altering that, so that'll still locate into there nicely.
Yes.
Alternatively, if there is an issue, you can always ping the bottom out
of
this, slip that out, bend those tags back a little bit,
and
then feed this up from the bottom. So that's fucking.
That's it.
That's it.
How long have we been going? 16 minutes.